All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, as you can see, a grown man, right? A grown 37-year-old man decides that he wants to go on the beach and basically throw rocks the size of coconuts at a monk seal. Now, despite them being endangered species or whatever, it's just the principle. I don't care what type of animal it was. What's the purpose? Why are human beings so rotten? This is a 37-year-old man. So, the witness, I think they said her name was Kaylee Snitzer. She said that the guy was with the woman, and the woman was walking too close to the seal, and she tells her, okay, you guys are getting too close, you need to back up. So they were out in Maui. They understand what to do and what not to do, around these seals. So this guy is from Washington. I heard them mention something about Seattle, so I don't know if he's from Washington but now living in Seattle. Whatever the situation. They said that the woman that was with him backed up and gave space to the seal, just got away from it. Then he walks up and just picks up a big ass rock and he throws and aims at the seal's head. And the girl said that the seal kind of climbed up on top of a rock and was just laying there and wasn't moving. Now, this is a 37-year-old man. Man, I see people do the same type of stuff. Take those like a real gun with the rubber bullets and just shoot a cat for nothing. I remember a guy took some damn explosives, some like what you call them real strong firecrackers, them real thick ones that sound like a damn cannon going off, and just taped it around a pregnant cat belly. Just stupid stuff I've seen people do, and it's like what is wrong with people? Why do y'all find the dumbest things to do? And then if they get caught with it, I'm sorry, it's supposed to make it better. That's supposed to make me, make a person look at you differently because you said you're sorry. Nah, man. This is exactly what I imagine if this guy has kids, what his kids are like. Unless those kids are not around him and really have somebody that's in their ear teaching them that have them as being the complete opposite. What do you gain? A 37-year-old man out here throwing rocks at animals. No damn reason. I mean, hey, even if you're on somebody's property, like I've seen situations where somebody worked for DoorDash or something, or FedEx or something, UPS, and then here comes the dog running out. Okay, yeah, you're going to defend yourself. I get that. Most people just run like cowards, but they run anyway. But what I'm saying, I can understand you defending yourself. But for you to just decide, there goes a stray dog, there goes any type of animal, let's just hurt it for no reason. And also, the woman, the witness, she said that he said something about, she said they were going to call the police. Like, we need you to stay here because we called the police, right? Said that he told, I don't care, find me, I'm rich, right? So, I mean, like, these are the type of people, that statement right there says, I don't care, I'll do it again. It's no big deal to me. They said there were no criminal charges pressed at the time, but I guess the police station, like wherever he lives, are taking over the investigation now. Wherever the hell, I'm really just like, nothing surprises me really when I hear things, but I see and hear things, man. It's just like, it's just some people that I wonder why they were ever even born, man. Like I don't care if you got money, I don't care nothing about that. You can be a rich scumbag. Most of them really are anyway. This guy's out here throwing I saw the news clip, and I'm like, wow. I don't post news clips. I don't post anything anymore, because people hate the truth. You know, it's okay if it's on the news channel. It's okay if you get permission to even repost. It's just when you do it, somehow it's like, nah, man, you guys are supposed to be out here, you know, talking about a bunch of negative nonsense and stupidity. I'm going to tell y'all something. And one of the things that the female said, the witness said, was that she hoped that people see this and realize, don't be afraid to say something, right? And I'm going to tell you something, man. All that no snitch nonsense, I'm telling you flat out. The only places you really hear that is among so-called hood people, street people. The flip side to that is people really just don't care. They're not trying to protect anything. They're not worried about a reputation. They really just don't care. So they just mind their business and stay out of it. But I don't know. He's too stupid to have a pet. He shouldn't have a pet if he does. But if he has a pet and somebody just decide one day, let's just hurl a rock and knock his dog brains out of something. I mean, people like that are they really just trash. Like, what is your purpose for even doing it? At 37 years old, you're sitting there temporarily being detained by police for the same reasons. Like, that's like kids throw rocks at cars when they go past and stuff like that. I mean, 37 years old, and this is what you do. The female that's with him must be an airhead. She has to be an airhead. I don't understand how people even operate. Like, what would make a 37-year-old man say, you know what, I want to bust that SEAL's head open. I want to kill that SEAL or whatever, because he was trying to do one or the other. Or bottom line, okay. And for what? What do you gain? And the witness said that he made a comment like, I do this where I'm from. This is normal where I'm from. I do this all the time. You know, and I'll tell you this. You have all these racist people that run around here worrying about things that don't pertain to them, right? They just racist, hateful people. There will be more people that's more concerned about that SEAL than actual human beings. Believe that. Especially if you're black. But I guarantee you, any one individual who see things like that and don't care about it, cool. But if that same thing happened to their pet, or somebody did something to their family member, like the same stuff that they try to protect with this no snitch nonsense, you only hear that nonsense, I'm telling you. Because the only reason people talk about no snitch is because they want to get away with crimes. It's as simple as that. People should mind their business when they're being Karens. Just, you know, making up stuff and creating suspicions out of nothing and stuff like things of that nature. But when you see something like that happen and you sit back, right, good. Now, ignore it. Maybe somebody will hurl a brick and one of those bricks will bust your kid's head open. And I guarantee you won't have that same mentality. You're like, yo, I ain't no snitch, man. Look, let's just go get you stitched up and just act like it didn't happen. Nah, it'll be a problem then, right? But this is the problem with grown adults. Grown adults act just like children, man. I can remember saying this a long time ago. I said, in this era of time, there's no difference between a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I went from that saying it don't matter what age you are. Kids and grown adults act very similar at times. Or, I mean, more so than less. I mean, when kids have access to stupid prank videos, when they see stuff like this, they just like, this is the news. But I'm saying when they see the behaviors of grown adults, what can you really say to a kid about how they should conduct themselves? And it's not really confusing, and it doesn't become confusing to them when they look at grown adults that act the same way. Like, this is violence. This is unnecessary. How would he like to say if he was walking by, somebody just took a brick and decided, hey, let's just see if I can hit that guy in his head with this brick. Nah, it's always okay when you're the one doing dirt. But when somebody do it to you, that's when it's wrong. Yeah, I mean, and if nothing happens, If somehow he gets away with this, he'll probably go do the same stupid thing again somewhere. And he's sitting there looking stupid on the ground. You know, I don't know what the conversation was like, if they asked him why was he doing it or what was his problem. I don't know how that went. But I'm pretty sure he couldn't give a good answer for what he was doing. Unless he flat out just said, I'm just a stupid person. I don't know why I did it. Yeah, that's about the most, probably the most legit answer he could have gave. This is why, man, when you know, it's very difficult to get along with a lot of people. A lot of people you meet, you work with people sometimes, you might be neighbors with someone, you don't really know these people. You really get to know them, you'll start to see like, yeah, you know what, just go back to stand your ass over there and keep your distance from me. So, you know, things don't end up escalating to something that you piss me off. 37 years old, man. 37 years old. You know, I remember I snapped on this guy that we were walking one day. We used to walk to the arcade. We used to walk real far to the arcade. And there's a lot of us. It's summertime. We just having fun, chilling. We walking over there, and there's a bridge. And this stupid guy just takes a big-ass brick and just drops it off the bridge as cars are coming past. You know, bridge go across, the cars coming underneath. I really, we got back in town, man. I let him know, plain and simple. I got up in his face and everything. I was really pissed off. But you see, imagine when you have people that's like, yo, that's the homie though, man. Nah, come on, man. Ah, man, forget that. Like, because this is how people react now. Everything is, man, we ain't some, nah. This is where we go chill. This is where we go hang out. And ain't no telling who's seen us. We didn't do anything. You did. You did. And this was a situation where I even told, you know, my closer, like, homies, like, man, why y'all bringing this clown with us? He's 13 years old, something like that. 12 or 13 years old when he did that. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, it really angered me, man. And just to see, you know, mind you, we're 12 and 13. So here's a 37-year-old man who does something that's really the equivalent of you know, stupidity. Because that person driving in the car, whoever, what if you kill that person? What if you cause that person to crash and die and kill other people? Then what? It's okay as long as you get away with it. Yeah. And this is a 37-year-old man. I'm just gonna go on a beach to try to kill a monk seal. They need to press criminal charges against him. I've seen people actually get arrested because there was like a flock of geese and somebody throwing little small rocks at it, and I've seen people get arrested for that. Literally seen them get whatever happened once they got there, how they made bail, whatever the situation went, I've seen it. So you gonna tell me that this was, I mean, come on. The woman said that he threw a rock the size of a coconut, and that they hit the seal in the head, and that the seal basically climbed on top of a rock and just wasn't moving. And how does this make you feel good? How does this make you feel like you feel like you accomplished something by doing that? This is crazy, man. But anyways, I just wanted to put this out. This is the world we live in. You just have people that's the type of class and maturity that they have. And this is what 37-year-olds do now, huh? That's all I got for you guys right now. Catch you guys on the next video.